Good evening from the UK. This is St. Justin Roberts. I just want to show you something quickly, and it's concerning the Yellowstone volcano. And you can see that I keep records here on Yellowstone every week or so. I take records from all the different service stations which are around Yellowstone, and I compile 4 different readings, which are the discharge, the amount of steam that comes out from Yellowstone, the water temperature on the surface, the gauge height of the service station monitors, and the conductance level. Now this is what we're going to be looking at. We're going to be showing you something right now. Conductance being a material's ability to conduct electricity or energy. So like metal, normal metal that you might use for conducting, like copper, will not have the same conductance level as gold, but because of price, gold is not used as much as copper, but it does conduct electricity. Gold does conduct electricity a lot better. So it's the ability of a material to conduct electricity or energy. Now the news being what's just happened in the last week, as there's been a shoot up of energy. See this line here? It's shot up. It doesn't look much actually, but this is a graph, going back from October 2015. Here you can see this big event here, but even this event looks small. As we've dropped down and we came up, we've risen up real bad, but you see this big jump? Okay. But then you look at a smaller graph and you can see this real abnormal movement here, 1500s to 1550, and then it's dropped down and then whack, and you can see the dates very clearly here. It's quite easily to read this one, 16th to 17th, and then whack, there's been an increase of energy. Now this is the cause of many earthquakes. If you look recently, you'll see that there's been a lot of earthquakes recently. Now this is just one day. In fact, today, I remember you had this big one here, Brazil, yeah, and then along here, Papua New Guinea sort of area, Indonesia, and even coming down towards New Zealand. We've had all these pretty big earthquakes, and one of the causes, well, not a cause, but one of the other symptoms is that you see that the Yellowstone is recording a higher conductance level, which if it transfers energy, if you can conduct electricity and energy more, that's when you get the bigger earthquakes. And this has only happened before over here. You see, I recorded a jump. This was around February time, 18th of February, around that time there. Now let's see if I can jump to my blog website. Yes, here we are at my blog website. And you can see from the record there was a big jump here, and then you can see that's the original graph that I made, a huge jump. But what Yellowstone did was they changed the graph, and unfortunately Yellowstone themselves modified it for the last 2 months, and here you can see this is why all these earthquakes happened around California West Coast area, is because this massive energy jump that happened in February. And then you can see the earthquakes also rising up. But we're in a time of earthquakes are high at the moment, but this jump here of conductance in Yellowstone, I mean, it even goes higher than this. This will give the Earth, this is telling us that the Earth is better at conducting energy, and when it's better at conducting energy, that means that earthquakes could be more frequent. So I just wanted to give you a heads up, because it's been nearly a year since, I mean, we're at the 11th of the 12th, funnily enough here, 11th of the 12th. 11th of the 12th. This one happened in February, so it's not too far away. So it's just a very, very early heads up. It'll be interesting to see what they do with the graph as well, because that's the original graph. I don't know whether they'll modify it, but it's just a quick heads up, an early heads up. So this has been Pastor Justin Roberts from End of the Age Bible Prophecy. God bless you all. Amen.